Good morning. Thank you guys for being here. Yes, we had to push the show back just slightly, you guys, because I've been trying to handle some business this morning. But we're here. Good morning to everyone. Let's go ahead and speak so we can jump on in. I see my top flights are here. Miss Truth TV Podcast is here. Good morning. My other top flight, Rose, is here. Good morning, Rose. Good morning to Cheryl Williams, Kim Knott, and Lorraine Tyler. Terry Copeland, good morning. Allison Wan, good morning. Miss Jackson, Notary Service. Y'all get over there and give Miss Jackson some business, okay? Yes, Miss Notary, give her some business. Felicia BW, good morning. Shirley Terry, what up, Mellow Man? How was your day? I saw that in the comments. I went back and read the chat. Mellow Man said he got him a date out here. I said, okay, date. All right, hopefully it went well. Brown Eyes, hello. Katrina Taylor, hello. Immaculate Davis, hi. Hey, Cassandra. Hey, Felicia White. Good morning. Gail West. Good morning. Brenda Hunt. DC Girl. Good morning. Teresa Williams. Good morning. Yes. Yes, Miss Jackson. We're going to support you, love. Okay. Because that's a black business. We support black businesses. Okay. So y'all send her some stuff over there. If y'all need something notarized or anything handled legally, because we got folk out there not doing stuff legally. I know Miss Jackson out here going to do you right. So y'all get over there and give her some business and support. Support. All right. What Mellow Man say? Say, you know it was Hump Day. Yes, okay. Come on, Hump Day. I ain't mad at it. Get it, honey. Okay. Yes, I ain't mad at you, Mellow Man. Get it, honey. D Nice, what's up? Good morning. Y'all got me cracking up this morning. All right, so let's get into the show. All right, let's get into the show. Of course, everything said in the video is alleged a mess, okay? And in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. I ain't mad at you, Mellow Man. Get it, honey. Get it. All right. Child, when I remember back when I was dating, honey, I was a whole mess too. So, hey, when you feeling somebody like that, child, you got to do what you got to do. So I ain't mad at it. No judgment here. All right. Get it, honey. Get it. All right. So let's get into this first topic. Y'all know politics is first. We don't have a lot of politics. Then we're going to jump right into the mess. All right. Because I got to hurry up. I got an 11:30 meeting. So if I seem a little rushed and I'm talking a little fast, it's because I'm trying to move the show along. All right. But let's get into our first topic. Let's get to the first topic, honey, so we can stay on track. I got to be on time for my meeting, Lord. All right. Okay. So thank you, Neighborhood Talk. Now, they're saying, who approved this, you guys? U.S. to automatically add draft eligible men to military lists starting in December as the government moves to fix declining signups. People are like, bitch, we ain't about to go fight no war. The hell? Okay, yeah, we ain't about to do that. So now they're getting this list, child. They fixing this little list to get more people coming to go over there and fight in the war and be coming back in body bags. Okay, they're like, bitch, we ain't about to be. So according to Military Times, it says starting this December, eligible men won't have to sign up for selective service anymore. The government will automatically register them using existing data. That's scary, right? So if you have teenagers or you know, kids that fall, or if you fall within that age range or what they require, child, they automatically signing you up. That's bullshit. Says that this comes after Trump signed it into law December 2025 under the National Defense Authorization Act. Now, instead of putting the responsibility on men to register when they turn 18, the selective service system will now handle the process. Now, as of now, men between 18 to 25 are required to register within 30 days of their 18th birthday. If they don't, they could face penalties like losing access to federal benefits, fines up to $250,000 of prison time. Damn. Y'all hear that? That's a hot mess. Now, officials say that the switch is meant to simplify the process and save money, especially since registration numbers have dropped in recent years. Now, women are still not required to register, not yet, despite ongoing debates about it. I did read you guys something, I want to say maybe a week ago, where they were talking about possibly drafting women to be in the war as well. It has not been signed off as of yet, but they are entertaining that, right? So if you have daughters, your daughters could possibly in the near future between ages 18 and 25 be drafted to go fight in the war. Ain't that crazy? Now, they said, just for clarity, this does not mean a draft is happening. There hasn't been one since 1973 during the Vietnam War. What do you guys think about that? Sound off and let me know what y'all think about that, where it automatically signed them up to fight, y'all, or be drafted. That's who, child. That's a scary situation, right? You wake up one morning and somebody get a knock on the door like, hello, we need you out here on the van because we're going to fight, child, in the war. You need to go on and get your ass on this van. Let's go fight. All right, let's get into this next piece of news that I know you guys can use. Shout out to Hollywood and Lock on it. The White House Press Secretary Caroline Levitt, how you say her name, announces J.D. Vance and others will head to, Islamabad for talks with Iran on Saturday. Okay, let's see what they're talking about. See, I don't used to be so political, but with everything going on right now, I'm trying to keep my ear to the streets to find out what's going on, right? I need to know if it's a missile coming to my address. I need to know if we got some crazy motherfuckers that flew over here like on 9/11. I need to know where not to go and what to look for, right? So if you ain't never been political, it's a great time to be.
The U.S. take part in talks with Iran in Islamabad on Friday.
I can announce that the president is dispatching his negotiating team, led by the Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance, Special Envoy Witkoff, and Mr. Kushner to Islamabad for talks this weekend. The first round of those talks will take place on Saturday morning local time, and we look forward to those in-person meetings.
The U.S. take part in talks with Iran in Islamabad on Friday.
I can announce that the president is dispatching his negotiating team, led by the Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance, Special Envoy Witkoff, and Mr. Kushner to Islamabad for talks this weekend. The first round of those talks will take place on Saturday morning local time, and we look forward to those in-person meetings.
The U.S. take part.
Going over there after Trump talking about he about to blow up their whole country and knock all their shit down over there. They ain't got about 4 buildings over there anyway. Go over there and knock their 4 little buildings down and take their damn oil. And you think you're going to go over there on the first time sit down? Yeah, they're going to coerce your ass to come over there and have a sit down. Okay, you're going to be running up out of there. Them fools over there, I wouldn't trust that. I would not be going into countries that I've sent many, many threats in terms of blowing their shit up and destroying it and just deboing my way up in there and taking their oil. I just would not be flying up over there on that type of bullshit. But hey, send Trump over there. Let Trump go talk. Why you sending J.D. Vance? Let Trump go talk to him because you the one started this shit, right? I want to talk to the initiator. All right, that's who I want to talk to. I don't want to talk no damn J.D. Vance. Let Trump ask him over there and sit down and have that same conversation, that same energy he be having when he go on the news and be making all them posts about what he's going to do, trying to be a Billy Badass. Let him go over there with that same mess. Say what says Caramel. No, let him go there. Let him go. Let Trump go over there. Okay, they can blow his bank. Well, don't say that. Iran, y'all know how they do. But then don't let me say nothing crazy on here. They be like, girl, she's over there saying no. You talking about you gonna blow that shit up? I'm pretty sure they ready to blow some shit up too. So let's move along, honey. If I mess around and say the wrong thing. For those of you parents who have children who ride a school bus to school or ride a school bus from school, this could be a scary situation. Now, Florida school bus driver is arrested after near train crash with 29 students on board. What is wrong with this bitch? Let's get into it. Let's see.
This morning, terrifying video showing a school bus in Florida filled with 29 children clipped by a fast-moving train at this intersection. The bus driver, Yvonne Hampton, now out on bond.
Trains don't sneak up on people, folks, and that's what led to this arrest.
This morning, terrifying video showing a school bus in Florida filled with 29 children clipped by a fast-moving train at this intersection. The bus driver, Yvonne Hampton, now out on bond.
Trains don't sneak up on people, folks, and that's...
Listen to the children screaming as the train speeds by. 12-year-old Cheyenne Gant and her mom Tiffany say she was on the bus with some of her classmates and tried to warn Hampton.
She stopped on the track specifically and then didn't move whenever we
Listen to the children screaming as the
on the track specifically and then didn't move whenever we were all yelling train. And it was very scary in the moment.
According to the arrest report, Hampton claimed there was a car at the intersection and she was waiting for the car to move. She said the car began to move
on the tracks,
so she began to go over the other side of the tracks, but the car stopped. The defendant said she then had to stop right where the bus was parked. After reviewing video and audio from the incident, the responding officer says he heard Hampton say, "Not gonna stop for no train," and that she moved, so she began to go over the other side of the tracks, but the car stopped. Train. And that she proceeded over the tracks after the railroad crossing warning lights had activated, bells sounded, and arms lowered.
I think I'm just going to be more stressed and have higher anxiety whenever being on the bus.
Train. And that she proceeded.
It sounded like she was on some type of mission, drugs or something. Because how the hell you don't see a whole train, like they blowing the horn? We all know the little arm thing comes down. Lights are flashing to alert you that a train is coming. Like they said, trains do not sneak up on you. The officer was right. So I don't know what kind of shit she was on that day where you have 29 students on a bus. I know they were terrified. They probably don't want to see another fucking bus for a very, very long time. If it was my child on that bus, I would be having a fit because, bitch, if a train hit a bus, all of those kids could have been injured, if not unalived, by her not following the rules of a bus. Now, if there was a car in front of you and you did not see enough space for you to pull up in terms of not being on the tracks, knowing that a potential train could come, that still puts you in danger. That still puts you in charge to receive charges, because it's your responsibility as the bus driver to follow the rules of the road. Right? You cannot stop on a railroad track. I don't give a hot damn. Now that's different if a car in front of you was going and your car broke down and you can't get around. Hell, try to drive around. Whatever you can do to get those kids safe and yourself as well, to get off the tracks, get far away from this damn train as you can. But don't ever go around no arm when it's down and not follow the caution. What is it? Caution lights that are on when said train is coming. People always try to beat the train. Like, no, you cannot, you can't gauge how fast they're going. It looks like they're back here. As soon as your ass get on the tracks, they here. They done slammed into your damn car. And next thing you know, kids, it's a catastrophe. Kids are unalive or somebody hurt real bad or something like that. She definitely does not need to ever in life drive another fucking bus, car, or nothing else, because it seems like she was on something else. It looks intentional, especially if you vocalize and they heard you say, I ain't stopping for no damn train. Girl, okay, y'all sound off. Let me know. We ain't gonna stay on it, honey. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. And the fact that she lied about it, the fact that you lied about it shows motive. Like, were you really trying to unalive those kids? That's some crazy shit. All right. Locked your ass up. All right, let's get into this shot because they done cussed out Stephen Smith. Y'all know I was gonna play that. I love when Stephen Smith get cussed out. Stephen A. Smith to be exact. It says, hey, Stephen A. Smith, yes, we prefer Obama-Iran nuclear deal over Trump's illegal $200 billion war. Okay. Y'all know Stephen Smith done went straight MAGA, honey. He is a full supporter of Trump. He getting his ass cussed out here today by Miss Reese Colbert. I support this message. All right, let's get into what she had to say, and then we'll do our commentary on the back end.
Stephen A. Smith, when you said, I don't know this stuff, that's all the fuck you should have said. Because you don't. You don't know shit. You get your motherfucking news and opinions from whoever's the last person to talk to you, just like goddamn Donald Trump's dumb ass. Because fuck you mean, oh, well, I had this opinion, and then somebody called me and told me I was wrong. Did you fact check the shit, motherfucker, before you started regurgitating it? Let me tell you, since you're concerned about $1.7 billion of Iran's own money that they received back, let's talk about the $14 billion that Iran is going to make because Donald Trump had to lift sanctions on Iran so that the oil supply is not completely fucked up from the war that Donald Trump illegally started, because Iran has the Strait of Hormuz by the balls. Let's talk about another number. $1 billion. That's how much money we're spending in the United motherfucking States on this stupid ass unnecessary war, in which the status quo after this war will end up worse off for the United States and the entire fucking region, because Iran is not going to end this war until there is a protocol in place that gives them and Oman control of the Strait of Hormuz, which they had only threatened before. So you're throwing out numbers without knowing what the fuck you're talking about. And we're way worse off. $1.7 billion of money that we owe them anyway. That's a bargain. A one-time payment to get a nuclear deal in place. Mind you, the JCPOA was a 109-page document. It was multiple countries that agreed to this, and Iran was complying with it before Donald Trump's funky ass withdrew from the JCPOA because he did not like the fact that a black man got a win. The U.S. had certified it 2 times under his administration that Iran was complying with it. And now this motherfucker, Donald Trump, is threatening to exterminate an entire country, a civilization, just to get Iran to agree to the shit they had already fucking agreed to. Now, you don't know a lot, but I think you should know simple math. $1.7 billion their own money versus $1 billion a fucking day. You're saying oh, well, they want him to think that he's crazy. If these motherfuckers actually took Donald Trump at his word, instead of a desperate motherfucker who will say anything, if they actually took him at his word, we would already be in a nuclear war right now. China would have already been like, we got to get these motherfuckers before they get us. Russia, same thing. So no, he doesn't have the credibility behind his threats. He's an unhinged lunatic.
I agree.
Who is making shit dangerous for us. You should have enough to stew on with that. Now, since you didn't know, now you motherfucking know. Stephen A. Smith, when you said,
I love her. Okay, we're gonna have to have her on our show more, right? I'm gonna have to play her more over here because I love her. Donald Trump's funky ass. See, I like that kind of talk. I love that kind of rhetoric, honey. Keep that, all right? That I love that. So she says, I don't know about these things, that it should be the totality of what Stephen A. Smith ever says about politics. But since he loves to parrot right-wing propaganda lies, said that let's fact check. Now, the 1.7 billion Smith impunged Obama over was money the U.S. owed Iran, not a gift. So what she's saying here is that we already owed him the 1 point whatever fucking way. But Trump want to be out here fake mad, acting like they're not giving what they're supposed to give yet, or money that we were supposed to give them, that we should give them anyway. He's, I guess, fighting to not give them that money so that he can sit on it and probably do some illegal shit with it. Allegedly. But bottom line is we should not be sending anyone for no fucking war when there was already an agreement of said money that was going to be paid, but because Trump want to get out of that for sanctions that were put in place, then his ass sound like he's trying to do a switcheroo and some underhanded, under-table bullshit with Iran, right? I think he's underestimating them. But yeah, I feel like you just need to go ahead and just give them the fucking money. Like, what you gonna do with it? What you trying to do with $1.7 billion, Trump? And then I already told you guys with this whole oil mess, all it is about money. If you can strike and get your hands on some good oil, honey, you got a lot of money on your hands. And I think Trump knows that. Again, I feel like he's trying to stack up some money for all these fucking charges he's about to be facing after these midterm elections. I really feel that way. But let's continue. Says that reimbursement is a bargain compared to the $1 billion a day Trump's illegal war is costing us. Now, it's also much less of a windfall than the $14 billion Iran will make from Trump lifting the oil sanctions and their likely permanent control over the Strait of Hormuz. Said this, so before you side with Trump in this war, do the fucking math. All right, yes, ma'am. I love her. Let me know what y'all think, honey. I love her mouth, y'all. The way she just, the way she keep it a little professional, and then she reach back and call you a funky ass in between. I love that, honey. Keep that. All right, let's get on to the next thing. Oh my God. She got me giggly. Oh, his ass. All right, so I don't know what's going on with these damn pastors, honey. We done found another pastor out here on the bull-ish. All right, an Arlington, Texas pastor is arrested again. I mean, he did this shit before on SEX-related crimes. Let me put my trigger up for this, honey. Because child, these pastors out here, honey, when they say lay hands on the people, they didn't mean like that, sir. They didn't mean grab their booty. That means put your hand up here and pray, not on their butt. I don't know what the hell he was doing over there. But Arlington pastor Troyce Hernandez, honey, has been arrested again, now facing a second-degree felony charge for sexual assault. Now, Hernandez, who is 50 years old, the lead pastor of Truth Grace Church, was taken into custody by Irvin police, and is awaiting transfer to Dallas County, where he will be arraigned and have bail set. Now, this marks his second arrest in 2026 that he will previously be charged for in January with the sexual misconduct involving a child, which Arlington Urban Media and Entertainment, which is AUME, reported in earlier this year and can still be found under our recent social media posts. Ooh, child. Now, according to investigators, the latest charges stem from a woman who reported and alleged that Hernandez R-worded her multiple times in 2010 when she was 18 and living with his family. Ooh. Now, according to Urban Weekly and investigators, the woman alleges that Hernandez volunteered to house the woman in the purpose of mentoring, red flag, her through religion and the church. Now, the allegations were brought forward in March, leading to the new arrest. Now, Hernandez has not been convicted as of yet, and all charges remain allegations at this time. Authorities say that the investigation remains ongoing. This case is part of a growing number of sexual abuse allegations involving church leadership across North Texas, raising concerns amongst those in the community. So y'all, that's a red flag. I keep saying these pastors and these people in these churches saying that they want to mentor your youth. Please make sure that you are also involved in that, because a lot of times it's their way of luring them to be by themselves so that they can inappropriately touch or essentially assault them. I mean, look at what was going on with, and I keep going back to it, and I know they say, oh, he's not here anymore. It doesn't matter. The crime that he committed is still fresh on everyone's mind. Eddie Long, right? The last time I talked about him, I had a couple of his members, or people that used to be his members, drop down in my comments talking about he's no longer here. He has paid his debt. He's gone on to be with the Lord. I said, I don't think he's going on to be with the Lord. I don't think that. He was doing the same thing, mentoring young men, having them in rooms in the church, going to their homes, renting cars, all for him to be touching booties and other bullshit that he was doing in the name of the Lord. And that's why his ass ain't here now. The Lord shriveled him down to 115 pounds. Y'all saw how he looked. Standing there with muscle shirts on, and his ass couldn't even wear a muscle shirt when he left here. But playing with the Lord. Playing with the Lord. Another one, T.D. Jakes. He knew his ass needed to step down when that Diddy trial came out, because there was a lot of shit about to come out. And I don't give a hot damn about his members either. Y'all pastors gonna get enough of playing with God. Like, stop it. Y'all know better than anybody. Y'all read the Bible backwards and forwards. How you get up and preach to other people, and then you get up and do worse than the people you preaching to. All right, T.D. Jakes, your ass was sitting up on stage looking like you was about to be in Breaking 3. Y'all remember the movie Breaking? When they on this shit right here? Okay, we know a little bit about Breaking. Y'all remember? I said, let me find out this motherfucker about to be on the turbo and ozone up there in the pulpit. Pop locking like hell. Y'all remember T.D. Jakes? Yes, you were pop locking, and they had to take your ass to the hospital for you having all kind of medical conditions, playing with the Lord, hanging out with Diddy. And you got to talking, and you were doing this shit here. I said, Lord, somebody turn him off, child. And the hand got to going like this here. I said, let me go check the movie theaters and see if we about to get Breaking 3 out this bitch. TD up there pop locking. The Lord letting you know, stop playing. And that go for any other pastor. Jamal Bryant, your ass is next. You're going to be pop locking too if you don't stop your shit. Okay? Yeah. Calling y'all asses out this morning. All right, let's move on. Ooh, hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. That was a business call. I had to get that. Ooh, child. All right. So where was I? I was still cussing the pastors out. But yeah, the pastors know, and Jamal Bryant, he know. Ain't nobody lying on you. Don't try it. Don't you try it, Jamal. Okay. Don't try it. You stop your shit over there. Over there playing with the Lord. Okay, hanging out in strip clubs and stuff, talking about you trying to get people to vote. You trying to get anybody to vote. You trying to see some ass in there. You trying to throw some dollars in there, them church dollars in the strip club down there. That's what your ass is doing. But let's go ahead and get into this next topic, because the people are trying to say that Cardi B then went back on her word, child, and is out here with damn Mellow Man. Stop it, okay? Then went back to damn let me get back in the character. Then went back to Stephon Diggs in here. I said, I know you lying. Now, Stephon Diggs pulled up on Cardi B at her most recent show over there in D.C., Washington, D.C. to be exact. And he went to support his baby mama or whatever, right? So he was up in the crowd. He was doing his little dance, this shit right here. And Cardi was up there giving all of Cardi on stage. All right. So she wound up leaving with him after the show. I'm gonna show y'all the video, okay? Because y'all know I like to talk about stuff without showing it. But let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. She's ripping it down. Every single show she's selling out. So shout out to Cardi B. All right. No hate here. I love that for her. They said that she's selling out every single arena. Shout out to Patti LaBelle. I did see Patti LaBelle rolled up on her and went backstage with Cardi to give her a gift and to congratulate her and show her support. She was also at Cardi's show as well. Okay. I was like, come on, Patti, let me find out you out past your bedtime and he'll pop locking and dropping over there with Cardi. So yes, honey, let's get into this so y'all can see Cardi and Stefan Diggs up there in the stands supporting Cardi. Okay. Hey, okay, we didn't play too much. I don't want to edit, honey. Go, Cardi, go. Looking like Wonder Woman up there. All right, so here's Stefan Diggs right here where my mouse is moving. Looking at his baby mama up there gyrating, child. So he's up there up in the stands watching her perform. She been tearing it up on stage, too. I know a few people who went to the show, they said it was all there. So shout out to them, man. I hope you guys got your money's worth. All right, that's him again. All right, so let's get into the next video that's directly connected. Let's move that. Let me see. All right, so let's show you guys where she's actually leaving out from her show. He pulls up in front to where she is, and she gets in the car with him to leave with him. So he probably just gonna crack her back just a little bit after the show. He's like, damn, you up there all that gyrating and body and pop locking, dropping and shit. Like, come right, take a little ride with me right quick. Let's talk to you. Okay, he probably gave her that. So let's get into it. Okay, shout out to Haas Images. Let's go. Why you always wearing them tight ass jeans too? Them tight ass mom jeans. Stefan, step it up, okay?
They're gonna sell him on.
Hey, my Libra sister.
Cardi, what do you think about what happened to Offset, Cardi? What's your reaction?
Why the hell you asking that? This our concert.
Nah, this that mom. I know, man. You gotta be one of them.
He got to say something. So her ass gonna get in that car. Like, could take a little ride with you. I need to holler at you about something right now. Don't get a car right now. So she was about to see, this is her car here. So she was about to get in her car. But I don't know what he just whispered to her. Okay. I don't know what he just said to her, but she took her ass around and got in that car and left with him.
Watch yourself, guys. Watch yourself. Watch out for the baby. Watch out for the baby. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out, y'all. Watch out, bro.
I ain't mad at it, shit. That's your baby daddy. Go do it.
Yeah.
That's Ferrari. Yes, honey. Go, girl. Go, girl.
They gone. Yeah, they gone. Oh, they gone. They gone. Of course, they gone. Yeah. They gonna Maryland. Go.
Yes, honey. Child, his little moist ass. But anyway, that's her baby daddy. What you expect? You know, you can't be mad at his ass all the time. Y'all got a baby together. So at some point, you got to be not too mad at him and you know, cooperate. So he probably said some slick shit to her. He been standing back, watching her ass on stage, gyrating with her ass out and popping coochie and all that. So, of course, at the end of the damn show, he ready to go get something started. So he probably whispered some little shit to her. Y'all know how some of y'all little young bucks be, okay? Because he young. He a little young guy. And he got on Timberlands, too. See, I told y'all I'm a visual. I see everything. This nigga got on Timberlands. Now, it's going to take him about 45 minutes to take them tight-ass jeans off. But the nigga got on some Timberlands, and he probably got on a wife beater under there. And I done told y'all, these little young bucks running around here with these Timberlands on, and the wife beaters will thoroughly knock your back out of whack, okay? Then you're going to have to take a muscle relaxer and a few other things after he finished with your ass, okay? I've been on a young buck before I got married, shit. I love a nigga with a little wife beater where he pull that shit forward like this right here and put on his, okay? And he put on his Timberlands for some grip. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me finish the show, okay? Damn. Why my mind went there, honey. I love a little thug. Ain't shit wrong with that. Women, y'all know. Said now 45 though. Shit, okay. A nigga with some stamina and some damn Timberlands. That's all you need out here. That's all you need. Some stamina and some Timberlands, okay? Fuck all that other stuff. All right. With a little brown shit in your cup just to amp it up. All right. I'm trying to help you out here. Right along. Flashbacks, look at me. Girl, listen, I ain't always been almost saved out here. Notice I say almost, because I still cuss a bitch out from time to time. Okay, the Lord is not done with me yet. All right, but listen, okay, we've been out there a little bit sometime. And the nigga I wear now got some Timberlands down there. I bought him some Timberlands for that very reason. Okay, shit, should have fucked it. I bought him some Timberlands just so he could stay in the game, girl. I should have fucked it. So yeah, when he put them Timberlands on, I don't want no drawers. I should have fucked on. I don't want no drawers when he put Timberlands on for what? Shit. Let's continue on though. Get y'all out my damn business. Y'all in my business too much. God. Y'all be in my business too much in here. Let me get on with my show. Golly. Poor child. Yes, honey. All right, so Cardi B goes live after Offset's Pow Pow. Y'all know he got Pow Pow out here, child. He got Swiss cheese out here. And claims that he owes her over $950K that she loaned him during hard times. Like, when didn't he have hard times, right? IRS been knocking at his damn door and everybody else. He owe everybody in the damn industry, right? Right. So let's get into Cardi blasting him too. Everybody else been talking about he owed them. So let's get into Cardi because she ain't checking for his ass right now. She over there with Stephon Diggs.
Second, I want to tell y'all this. And make sure y'all record this because I don't want to really do a video for it. Like maybe I want to do a video.
Stop the press. Somebody said they did some Uggs. Girl, I know he was slip sliding and all up and through them some damn Uggs. Erica LaShawn said she did some Uggs once. You had them on. He had them on. I don't fuck with no nigga with no Uggs on. We don't do no Uggs. I don't fuck no nigga with no Uggs on. But
I don't know. So listen up, right? Thank you for supporting outside. And I want to let y'all know this right now, right? I want to let y'all know this. If you're going through a breakup, if you're going through some shit with your baby father or some shit, if you just got a divorce, if you're heartbroken, go outside with your fucking friends. Second, I want to tell y'all this. And make sure y'all record this because I don't want to really do a video for it. Like maybe I want to do a video. I don't know. So listen up, right? Thank you for supporting outside. And I want to let y'all know this right now, right? I want to let y'all know this. If you're going through a breakup.
Thank you, Cardi. Okay. Thank you for giving us your insight on that. But it says that Cardi B is airing it all out after Offset got Pow Pow, said that she held him down with $950K when he was struggling. Well, I mean, technically that was still her. It's still her husband. They're not, from what I read. I saw some posts that they were divorced, and then I saw some posts that they were. I don't even know anymore, right? Until TMZ or somebody else reputable reported, I'm not even going to touch that anymore. Or until she goes live and just right out of her mouth and say, okay, we're filing divorce. Okay. But anywho, I mean, if he's having some financial difficulty and you guys are still married, I don't see why you wouldn't loan him some money, because why would you want to see your significant other, the father of your kids, be down bad like that and not being able to take care of himself? Because eventually he has to come and get the kids and spend time with them. So you don't want the kids over there like, this the last pack of noodles in here, daddy. We gotta all eat one pack of noodles. It's one hot dog in here. What we gonna do? And meanwhile, they over here at your house eating shrimp, lobster, crab, and all that shit, right? Crab balls and all that. They get over there at daddy house and they got split one hot dog. So you don't want him on that kind of life. So yeah, just shoot him a few dollars and let him get his shit together. But that don't mean you got to be over there, still letting him get none of the punani or nothing like that. But I respect it. Okay, moving right along because I don't care no more. Let's get into reality TV. I got a lot of reality TV too. So a lot of reality TV today. Let's get into it. Ciao. 950. Let's roll, honey. Let's keep it rolling. All right. Shout out to the Carlos King, honey, the chipmunk. Let's get into him. Now, it says that Carlos and Lisa Ray, who wears white all the time, okay, they have a new episode. It started like this little podcasting show. Y'all know Carlos, he gonna keep the shit going. It's out. It says that it's out now on their official YouTube channel as they discuss Brandy's memoir. Okay, y'all know she has a book out where she's exposing everybody. I said, is this the new Corinne Stephens? Is Brandy the new Corinne Stephens of Hollywood now, where she's telling all her damn business and calling people out in her book? She done called out Dark Child, the producer. She's done called out Wanye for out here being balls deep when she was only a teen girl. She talking about everybody. So let's get into what Carlos has to say, because he mentions Brandy in this Wanye situation with Lisa Ray. Let's go.
Proud of parents who are on top of their daughters and sons too, but daughters because a lot of older men can take advantage of you when you are younger. Brandy was at 16. She had the hit TV show Moesha, the top it girl of her generation. And Wanye obviously was in a major successful group. They toured together, which is how they met. She was opening up for Boyz II Men. Now he hasn't
was she opening up for Wanye?
Responded to her saying that she felt he took advantage of her. But there was a Breakfast Club interview, Lisa Ray, that happened a couple of years ago. And Charlamagne asked Wanye about it. And he said, yeah, she's around like 16, but you know.
Why does Carlos always sound constipated? Like, go take a shit and come back. He irritates me. His voice is like, oh.
She was old enough to get it.
Get what?
He said it. And that it was legal in the states they were touring.
Well,
And I think, in my opinion, I think that response could, because this happened years ago. This book came out last week. I strongly believe his response, those words, rightfully so, trigger something in her like that. I don't think anybody wants to be talked to about that way, especially when they're 16. For him to say that makes it a little disturbing.
Everything that was said describes a child, you know. So at 16, you know, you're not mature. You could be mature for your age, but you're not an adult. You do make silly, you know, mistakes and decisions, and you can have a crush. You could be a fan, especially of someone that was out there doing it in a way in which made everyone pay attention, and then you're getting a little attention from, you know, so that can make a girl get the butterflies, and especially if you're 16, you know. I mean, you know, Brandy, listen, is my baby. You know what I mean? We're friends and we are girls, you know what I mean? And I'm just proud of her telling her truth and coming out, like stops here, you know. And she's grown, she's a mother herself, so she don't have a reason to lie. And in her memoirs, she wanted to release. So for me, it's bravo to you. How she wants to do her daughter now will be a lesson for her, because she knows what she did. She remembers how her mother handled her. So maybe that will give her a little bit more leverage to be able to allow her daughter to breathe in a different way when she has her child. You know, we got to break that generational curse.
I agree. Shout out to Lisa Ray. I like her. Okay. I like Lisa Ray. But we already talked about the Wanye and Brandy situation. Do you guys agree that a person should write a book and expose people in Hollywood who kind of moved on with their life? Do you think that Brandy was wrong to write this memoir and expose certain people in her book, certain relationships that she doesn't have anymore with certain people, which now has kind of, you know, bit them in the ass a little bit as far as their career, where people kind of side on them like, damn, do we want to support them anymore? Like Wanye being in the group Boyz II Men, like that can kind of fuck up their ticket sales a little bit from the things that's being divulged from this damn memoir of him fucking off on Brandy when she was 16 years old, and then pulling old clips and videos and interviews when he was on Breakfast Club, like making light of the situation, of the fact that she was a whole child when he chose to lay with her and play with her, right? I just don't know. And a lot of people say, well, she was running behind him, but she was a child. He's the adult. You make the adult decision. Say, hey, I know you feeling me, but you too damn young. Like take your ass somewhere, sit down, go sing like something else. But no, I'm not gonna fool with you like that, because bitch, I'm not about to get no statutory RAPE charges upon me, right? I'm just not gonna do it. But what y'all think? My mom's telling me we need a jam session. We haven't had a jam session in a while. Let's go ahead and get one of those in right quick. While you guys, let me tag my video. While we're here, we haven't had a jam session. Let's get a little twerking going on here so y'all can wake up and get these likes up. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's get a little twerk. Okay. Get the like, hey. y'all. And we're back. I hope y'all enjoyed that jam session. We ain't had a jam session in a while. Yes, y'all got y'all twerking all out the way. Let's get back into it. We about done. All right. So we got some Hollywood women that they're saying they're still holding on to their marital last names. That's standard though, especially if you have kids with a certain someone. A lot of people just prefer to keep the last name of the person that they're divorcing from. All right, I don't see anything wrong with it. That's what a person chooses to do if their children have the same last name as the person they were married to. Sometimes they want to keep the last name as well because they don't want to have a different last name than their child. But they're saying divorced but same last name. Why modern women are refusing to give it back after the split, meaning the last name from the person they're married to. Shout out to Atlanta Black Stars, okay? Now it says that some women walk away from their marriage, but not the name. From keeping the same last name as their children to holding on to a name that they helped build into a brand. More divorced women are choosing not to change it back and standing firm in their decision. Says for some, it's about family. For others, it's about legacy, identity, and the role they played in building what the name represents. I can understand that, okay? Let's go ahead and get into some of these clips, all right, from some of your favorite celebrities and why they chose to keep the same last name from the person they divorced. All right, let's go.
Feel my way out to see what that's like.
Are you keeping the last hyphenated name Tucker?
Yeah, because my little kids said Ace Tucker and Blaze Tucker.
Right.
And then I got Riley Burris. So I still want them all to feel their mama is connected to them. So yeah, I'm keeping it. I don't use that for any business or anything. Like it's still Candy Burris as far as anything, business is concerned.
Definitely.
But when you come up to the school, if you want to still call me Tucker, use Tucker.
Yeah,
that's
use Tucker.
fine.
That's fine.
It's fine.
Okay. All
or
right.
Just call me Candy. That's
just
what
okay, so we just gonna call it Candy. And Candy, I appreciate you for again sitting with me. I didn't sweat this time.
Look at you.
Look, my hands a little, but I didn't sweat.
It gives her reason as to why she chose to, which is why, she said her kid's last name is Tucker. She chooses to keep her name Tucker. We all know her as Candy Burris anyway, right? Her business, that's how we came to know Candy being Candy Burris. So she married Todd and she did add Tucker hyphenated to her name and she's going to keep it because of her children. So I can respect that. Let's move along.
Because I paid for this name in blood, sweat, and tears. Literally. Like after watching What's Love Got to Do with It, I was in the midst of it and coming out of it. And I understood why she said, you can have everything, but I'm keeping this name. Nobody knows what it's like to be me. And at the end of the day, it's very odd to me that we live in a society. You crucify me for having the last name, but you would not be on my social media and care who I was if I didn't have the last name. So I just let people know real early out the gate, you shouldn't care why I kept the last name. You should be concerned about what I'm doing with the last name. Because I have this last name, 2020 comes and follows me for a day. I've been on CNN. I've been on the platforms. I've been able to speak in Anguilla and on military bases talking about domestic violence awareness and sex trafficking awareness because of the last name.
The same sex trafficking that you was involved in, that you knew about and never reported. Because it was more beneficial to you to not say anything so that you wouldn't fuck up your money, right? So that you could still live in mansions and ride in double R's in the headrest with a nigga who was a full-fledged pedo that you chose to marry that could not read, who you said you taught to read and he still can't read to this day. Like no one could pen pal his ass in prison because motherfucker still can't read. Yes, he can write hits. We'll give him that. So I feel like it was more beneficial to you. As I'm sitting here listening to you say, I've been on CNN, I've been here, I go there. So you're using the Kelly name. Nobody even knew who the fuck she was until she was on that show with Will Smith's ex-wife that we talked about, Cherie. Okay. Nobody knew who she was until she was on that show, Hollywood Exes or something like that. I think that's the name of it. Nobody knew she was even married to R. Kelly. He never announced that you were his wife. No one cared until you came out on the show. And even the women was like, you was married to R. Nobody knew. So you kept your mouth shut You saw things that were inappropriate with R. Kelly, but now you're sitting up here saying the name. That's all you care about because you want to be relevant. I would not want to keep the name of a fucking pedo when my kids came forward to say that this nigga touched them inappropriately, and your daughter was crying on a whole platform talking about how he did inappropriate things to her, and you want to keep his name? Your kids are grown now. So you're really using this name as a stepping stone for money. Andrea, I don't believe shit she say. She needs to be locked up just like R. Kelly. And I keep saying it, that 16, 15, 14-year-old, however the fuck old she was when she was in that video, when he was pissing on her, bitch, you should have been locked up because you was her godmama. You were hired to watch her, and you allowed her to be downstairs in the Colorado room getting filmed and all types of egregious shit done by your then husband. And you sit your... Oh, Lord. I stopped myself because I almost went there. You sit your triple four-headed ass up here talking about that name. Girl, get the fuck off my screen. I don't hear nothing else she got to say. We're going to bypass her because y'all know I don't even fool with that. I don't even fool with your big four-headed ass. That name, Kelly, R. Kelly. Fuck on out of here.
You kept your last name.
Now, this is Neo. I think Neo's ex-wife.
Tell me about that.
Those are my children's last name. My ex-husband is not known for Smith, you know what I'm saying? So it's not such a crazy thing. And to him, he says that he's never getting married again, so I don't have to worry about sharing my last name with anybody else. If I do choose to get married again, then we'll figure out what that looks like. But for now, my children's name and my last name are the same, and that is how it will remain.
Okay.
I work hard.
So this is Neo's ex-wife, Crystal, okay? And they do have, I think, 3 kids together. She says Neo told her, I don't plan on getting married ever again. So she says she's okay with keeping the last name Smith, which is his last name, okay? And her children have the last name as well. So she's doing it primarily because of her children. So shout out to her for that. I have nothing against Crystal. So shout out to you, ma'am, for that.
Oh, I put in the work, baby.
Social Security office, changing all your credit cards, and it just was simpler. And then
of course, this is Usher's ex-wife, Tamika Raymond. Okay, she's explaining why she continued to keep Raymond, even though Usher has been married, I think, a couple of times since he and Tamika divorced.
And in terms of for the school and the kids call, that Miss Raymond, it just goes together with what my children, So it's just we keep it simple.
Okay.
I'm the same way. I mean,
this is Tori Hart, Kevin Hart's ex-wife. You guys know Kevin Hart is now married to someone else. Who also carries the last name Hart. She's kept her last name as Hart as well.
And also, like I said,
she earned it.
Yeah, I did. I was driving to shows 5 days a week, back and forth to New York. I was sitting down, helping with material. I mean, I did a lot behind the scenes that people don't know.
She was shooting in the gym.
Yeah, I actually was shooting in the gym, so I feel like, why should I change anything? And plus, I don't feel like it, I just don't. And
Social Security office, changing all your credit.
All right.
You were about to get married.
Nicole Murphy, who was married to Eddie Murphy, they have, I think, 5 kids together. Her kids are all grown now, but she's chosen to keep her last name Murphy because we wouldn't know her as any other name, right? So probably for Hollywood purposes for her. We'll see. Let's see.
So does that mean that you were about to drop the last name Murphy, or were you going to do one of those combination moves? Will you bring the Murphy with the new name?
No, I always said I would drop Murphy if I get remarried. And I always get asked that question, how come you still have Murphy? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, listen, I was married to that man for years, okay? I earned my name. I deserve my name. I have 5 children with that name. I didn't see any harm in keeping my last name. It doesn't matter. I mean, I don't feel like going down to that place, and it's a process changing your name. You got to go re-register it. You got to call the banks. You got to make all these calls. Hey, drop Murphy, go back to Mitchell. You know what? For now, if I'm to ever get remarried.
You were about to get married.
What do y'all think about
So
that?
does that mean that you...
What do y'all think about Nicole Murphy saying, hey, I don't want to go through the process of going down there and having to go to the Social Security office, to, going down to the bank, having to change my shit down there, changing stuff here, changing, my ID, going to the driver's license place. It is a process to change your name if that's what you choose to do. But what do you guys think about her reasoning for keeping Murphy as her last name? Eddie Murphy, he's since been married to someone else since then. Nicole Murphy has just been fucking other people's husbands. Ooh, did I mean to say that? Well, I mean, that's what happened. You was messing with Layla Rashawn's husband. Okay. But let's move along. And it was rumored that she was messing with Lisa Ray Man too, while she was married to him. But let's continue on, child. Leave it to me to always blast somebody's business, child. Lord have mercy. Moving on now to the next topic. Carlos King has some things to say about Shamil. He said he feels sorry for Shamil because her husband is not supportive. Now, how do you know that? How you know that, Carlos? I don't know if Shamil would like the fact that you're using your stolen Messy Monday show to speak negatively about her husband because he could not make it to an event that she was having, and the other women had their husbands there as well. He is a businessman. Maybe he got caught up in a business meeting, or maybe he just could not make it. I'm pretty sure that's not the first time that Shamil's husband was not able to be somewhere that she was to be supportive, right? I'm pretty sure. But Carlos, let's get into what Carlos had to say. I don't know how Shamil gonna feel about this, but let's go. Shout out to Housewives from Housewife.
His light, because I'm just like, I feel so bad for Shamia because I know how bad Shamia wants this.
Yeah.
I will go on record saying I think Shamia wants this more than anybody on that show combined.
Agreed.
Because she's been around it so long and she finally got it. And I feel bad that it's not the dream she set out for. And I feel bad that, yes, you have a supportive husband with who's providing with this lifestyle. I feel horrible that this man did not show up for you. And let's just say his flight was delayed and that was the case. I would have said, I know how important this is for you. I'm not gonna fly out. I'll fly out the next day.
Are you stuttering somewhere? What was that? All right, so the scene he's talking about is the scene that I showed you guys the other day when the girls were at some type of event, I think that Portia threw, and they were all sitting around the table and they all had their significant others there. Shamil did not have hers, and I think it was Drew Sador who asked her, where's your husband, Gerald? Why he ain't here? Drew was like, my man is right here on the phone. He's here in spirit and he's here by way of Zoom or something like that on her phone. But then she tried to chin check Shamil and ask her, why isn't Gerald, which is Shamil's husband, why isn't he here? Why he ain't here to support you? And she was like, he's busy. He's just not here. Like, why do you care? We ain't even friends like that for you to be asking me where the fuck my man is anyway. Right. So this is what Carlos is talking about. Again, he is a businessman. He does have his own business. I think he's in HVAC or something like that. But he's a businessman, so he ain't going to be able to make it to all these little parties and shit that Shamil be going to. And it's probably understood when they got married. She probably knew that prior. So the fact that you would point that out and you know, hype that up to make it seem like the man is not supportive of her and that he's a trash ass husband because he wasn't to some little party that Portia threw. Like, bitch, get out of here. Businessman can't make it to all that type of stuff. This man is a multi-billionaire. I think Shamil knows that. Okay, she's living a plush lifestyle now. That comes with it sometimes. A lot of these millionaire men, they don't be home like that with their wife. They're out making money. They're in business meetings. They're on flights in different countries and shit, handling business, bringing the money home. So he ain't going to be able to say, hey, every little party and every little event that Shamil step out and go to. No, he's not going to make every red carpet. And if she doesn't have a problem, I don't know why it's being magnified on this stolen Messy Monday show to make it seem like her husband is not supportive of her. I just don't like that. But let's continue. Y'all sound off. All right, moving along. Candy let y'all know, stop playing in her face, because she said that several bloggers are reporting certain things about her that's not true. She is currently in Florida with her children. They were at Universal Studios the other day, and I think yesterday they were at Disney World with the kids. So they're just having like a nice fun-filled week because the kids are out on spring break. So she and the kids, including Todd is there as well. They're at Disney World. So she's had some time to stop in the middle of her little trip there to let you guys know, stop playing in her face and don't be reporting lies on her. So shout out to Housewives from Housewife. Let's go.
Somebody hit me and said some page is posting that I'm in ER. Lord, please don't wish illness on me. Please. When you're making up your fake stories, keep me in good health at least. I am having a blast. Actually, I'm having a great day with my family at Disney. Somebody hit me and said some page is posting that I'm in ER. Lord, please don't wish illness on me. Please. When you're making up your fake stories, keep me in good health at least.
I'm having a blast. Actually, I'm having a great day with my family at Disney World. Somebody hit me and said
Said somebody's putting it out there that she's sick or got something going on with her, something with her health. A blogger or somebody reported that she's ill, like she's really badly ill or in the hospital or something. She's like, bitch, no, I'm here at Disney World, my family, and my ex-husband who probably annoyed the shit out of me. But we're here, we're having a good time. I'm not ill, I'm not in the hospital. So she said, hey, if you're going to report something about me, don't report that I'm ill. Get your lies straight. So that's what she's saying. Candy do be watching the blogs. She knows what's posted. She be seeing what different bloggers be posting about her, and every now and then she will hop on and check somebody and correct you in terms of what it is that you post that may or may not be true about her and her family. Candy will respond, honey, and then she'll cry after that, but she will respond. Okay, but let's move on. Funky.Neva, child, he's in the news today for calling out Lala Anthony and her appearance, saying that she had several facial surgeries. So it said that he emptied the whole clip on Lala's face. Funky.Neva reads Lala Anthony for filth over alleged facial surgery, said that you look distorted, weathered, tattered, and torn, pulled, plucked, and stuff. So he read the hell out of Lala. Why? Lala don't bother nobody. So why she get this type of heat? See, Funky, when you did that shit to Chloe Bailey, they tore your ass up online, all right? They ate your ass down online for talking about Chloe Bailey, all right? He had a lot of negative things to say about Chloe Bailey, and they ate his ass up. Now you over here on Lala, who bothers no one. Lala go out and get the money. She go out here and be focused on her son, who is playing basketball, okay? She's dating and doing her thing. She don't bother nobody. So what if she fucked her face up? That's none of our business. If she like it, I love it. So I'm not sure why that would be a topic of discussion. Like, why would you attack a woman who bothers no one, right? Let's get into Funky. Shout out to No Skips T. I didn't like this.
But Lala, sis, I am saying this with all love. Whatever you did, don't do it again. Lala, whatever you did, don't do it again. You look distorted. You look weathered. You look tattered and torn. You look pulled, plucked, stuffed, and tugged in directions that we didn't even know existed. You were beautiful. You are beautiful. You are always beautiful. And whatever you went and did was unnecessary. Secondly, I don't know how and why y'all sit up in the company of Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner and y'all don't go to the same people that they went to. Now, there's no secret. I do Botox. I've done filler up under my eyes. I put it on Instagram. So listen, I am a fan of maintenance and folks doing whatever they got to do to beautify themselves and to make themselves look more youthful. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm so damn self-righteous that I have not been bit by the bug, because I have. And I do things to my face. But Lala, sis, I am saying this with all love. Whatever you did, don't do it again. Lala, whatever you did, don't do it again. You look distorted.
Yeah, that was a lot, Funky. Okay. Coming from a person who looks like a fucking burnt roach with a beard, I wouldn't be attacking anyone's looks. Like, you're not a looker. So to attack someone's look, I've never understood that. A person who don't look good at all, to attack someone's look, to tell them how they should look or not look. I mean, hell, she is aging. Look around her eyes. She's starting to wrinkle around her eyes. A lot of that is aging. Maybe she has done some things to her face. Maybe she's gotten too many fillers. Who cares? It's her face. If she like it, why is that a topic of discussion to where she would be attacked about her looks? This is not the first time he's done that. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Like to me, I think she's still beautiful. She's getting work. She's still booking movies and shows in Hollywood. She's still able to go out here and do her damn thing. Like, of course, she's not going to look like she did when she first came into Hollywood, when we first met her on TRL way back in the day, when she was married to her husband at the time. Okay. What's his name? Whatever, Anthony Child. I don't like how Carmelo Anthony, that's his name. I don't like how how he always attacked women's looks, because you at some point in time you were dressing as a woman and you looked a fucking mess. Let me just go ahead and say that, Funky. You were dressing as a woman with a damn wig on, with red lipstick, with a full-fledged mustache and beard, looking a fucking mess. But you get up on your channel and you attack a black woman about her appearance and her looks, and saying whatever she did, she looks torn, tattered, pulled, plucked, and you look all of that as well. Like you, and your feet are fucked up, like you had bunions and shit like that. Like you are not perfect. It always be the most imperfect people who have so much shit to say about other people and their looks. Bitch, spare me talking about how somebody look and they're ugly and they're this or they're that, when you look a fucking mess as well. You can stand to get some more Botox and fillers and some other shit done, maybe some facial reconstructive surgery. Maybe they can shave a little bit off the top of that big ass dome your ass got. I won't even plan to read his ass today. I don't plan to do that. You are not a looker, Funky. You are not a looker. I'm sorry. Nothing about you says fine. And I know if you get this, I don't give a fuck. I'm saying it. Y'all know I don't spare nobody over here. I don't give a damn. Nothing about you says fine. You and Denzel Washington can't even stand in the same room, right? You and Flavor Flav can't even stand in the same fucking room. If I had to choose between who was finer, probably Flavor win that. You are not fine under any figment of the motherfucking imagination. Not in my eyes. They're not. It's not. Why do you attack women? Is it because you want to be one? Because you have been dressing as a woman. You used to dress as a woman before you found who you were. Like you really did. You really, there's pictures out there. Let me be messy right quick. Let's pull them up, shall we? Since we talking about looks. I mean, let's pull it up right quick. Let's pull it up. Funky Dineva dressed as a woman, and you look a fucking mess. Maybe there's people who like, yeah, that ain't it. Okay. Let's pull it up right quick. Okay. Because I like visuals. Let's see. And this is not in any way, shape, or form of me bullying him. It's just, we're just showing facts. Okay. We're just showing facts of a person who attacked black women and their looks and what he perceives as being a beautiful woman when he ain't even a fucking woman. Okay. Like, miss us with that bullshit. All right. So let me pull this up so we can look at a few pictures. Let's get a visual from the person who loves to attack women. Chloe Bailey, I feel, is a beautiful woman. No homo. Okay. No homo. Look at this shit over here in the corner. What's beautiful about that? What is that? What's beautiful about that? A long ass Supreme's wig with a mustache and a beard and some pink lipstick. What the fuck is cute about that? Hello? Like, we could just keep going. It's just so much. Like, I don't know. Like, what were you hoping? What is this shit here? You look cracked out right here. What's this? Like right here, you look cracked, like a cracked out. I don't know. I don't even know what to even say. Like, you dressing as a woman did not work for you. But then you're attacking women's looks. You look like a tranny right here. You look like a cracked out tranny right there. You do. But you come and reach for Lala, who we all know serve a look, honey, when she step out. From how she dressed to everything. What is this shit here? You got on a bear sweater with a Shirley Caesar wig with a deep part down the side with a full beard and a mustache and some fucking pink lipstick. I don't know what is it, pink lipstick with you. But you got on a Shirley Caesar wig with the deep side part and a damn bear. I don't know if that's a jacket or a sweater. Like, what the fuck is that? I'm just going down a few pictures. What is this? A fake ass Marilyn Monroe. Like, who said that was cute? Was that supposed to be cute? I ain't get the minute. Was that supposed to be cute? This supposed to be cute right here? Was that supposed to be cute? I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm just saying. I just despise. I despise people who come for looks and you're not a looker. Like, nothing about you. I don't care what hat you wear, what type of designer glasses you put on with it. Like, what is this shit? You look like a distressed schools teacher right here. What is this shit? Like, with an Easter blouse. You got on a blouse with tassels and with this shit here around your neck. And that still didn't help you because the face is declining. Like, the face declining right there again. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. Talking about some Lala Anthony. You ain't not whatever you did, don't do it again. And whatever you're doing, don't do it again. See how that works? All right, let's move along though. I always tell somebody, if you facially challenged, let me say this: if you facially challenged, you ain't got no edges, your hair be fucked up, you don't keep your hair up, all right, your skin is messed up, you know, you bald headed and got to wear a wig every time you step out. You got to put on a full face of makeup before you can even cam up. You probably shouldn't be talking about nobody's looks, right? If you got a big ass nose like a pit bull, if you got knock knees, yeah, I went there. Okay, if you got knock knees, you got to draw on eyebrows before you even can come out in public, bitch, just to go check your mail. You shouldn't be talking about nobody's looks. You shouldn't be talking about nobody's looks. If you got a boy body and you trying to wear a halter top, sit the fuck down. Like, it's simple. Y'all said show the picture again. Why I gotta go through that? Why I'm trying to move on from that? Shit, I'm about to throw up just looking at the shit. Y'all don't look at it again. Yes, hell. Yes. Okay. What this? You look like a distressed school teacher on your first day at work. That's what you look like. Like you ain't got your check yet. So you said, Grandma, let me borrow your wig so I can go out here and get this money right quick, and I'll drop it back off on the way home. That's what it's giving. You look at Wesley Snipes right here from 2 Wong Fu for a little bit. That's what you're giving. That's what you're giving right there. But you come for Lala Anthony, who serves a good look out here? Really? Oh, girl. There's so many pictures out here we could pull up a funky down here. What's this shit here? What's that? Like, what's that? What's that shit? You look like Roberta. That's a Roberta Flack wig right there. Like, what is that? It's funky. Don't do that no more. Please don't do that no more, child. I ain't even planning to try to eat you down this morning about your looks, baby. I don't like talking about people's looks either. I mean, I ain't Halle Berry, but a bitch cute. Like, I could pull a nigga or two if I want to. I'm just saying. I got clear skin. I don't got to put on a bunch of makeup and shit before you know what I'm saying? Before I go out fresh face all the fucking time. Like, this is very low maintenance. It's very low. I keep my hair done, all that shit, so I can talk. I can say a little bit, okay? Motherfuckers like to talk about, I got a big head. It's a lot of knowledge up here. I bet I can walk past you in any interview and get a job before you. I bet you that shit. Get into it. That shit don't bother me. Call me any name you want to. You won't call me broke. I bet you that. Get into that. You won't call me broke. You won't call me a bum. You can't call me ugly. Okay? A bitch that always got to say something about your looks, that mean they ugly. I'm going to say it again. If a bitch always got to come for your looks when they try to come for you, that mean they ugly. You are deflecting from what your ass see in the mirror. You probably ain't got no mirror. You scared to look in the mirror because you don't want, right? You don't want to look in the mirror. Because then you'll be having heart palpitations and shit. But let's get into this next topic, okay? We'll send some condolences out. I don't really fool with this person, but I thought that this was Destiny's like mom, the one that we saw on the show that looked like Keisha Cole's mom. But she said here that someone passed away and she calls them mom. So she does a song for mom. So Destiny from Love and Marriage Huntsville, she made a post about her mother passing away. So I had to look into it because I was like, oh my God, is this like her mom? So let's get into it.
So big. That's what I remember. Yeah, you just looking around. You said, come on, show me the house. It was a little rough at first.
Yeah, it was.
Even it took me a while to call you mama. I used to call you Pauline. Remember that?
So this is Destiny's dad's like girlfriend who she grew up and she's known for quite some time, and she started calling her mom because her birth mom wasn't in her life. So she, as you guys heard her say, she was calling this lady Pauline by her name, but then as time went on and she became more comfortable with her and she became like a mother figure, then she began to call her mom. So she says here, God couldn't have given me a greater angel on this earth. She said that my heart is broken. A woman who chose to be my mama, who chose to love me unconditionally, take me to every school morning, take me to school every morning. I press my hair every other Saturday so that it will be fresh for church, taught me to cook, prayed for me. She says, and a woman who never played about me. She said, I love you more than words could ever express. And I'm so grateful to God for gifting you to me. I wouldn't be the woman that I am without you. You still need some work though. Said that my heart aches and now another piece of it lives in heaven. Said the job well done. I love you, mama. So she calls this woman mama. This is her father's longtime female friend, companion, whatever you want to call her. She was just seen on Love and Marriage Huntsville when Destiny, on the episode where all of Destiny's family got together with her siblings, and then her mom actually was seen for the very first time on Love and Marriage Huntsville. This woman was also seen on a scene, and she has now passed away. So rest in peace. Okay, we'll be nice, we'll be respectful, because yeah.
I love you just like you were.
That's her. If you guys remember from the episode, we showed it here on my platform.
My real daughter.
And you never treated me any different. I love you.
I love you too.
Okay, so that's her. Okay, whoa, no music, honey. So that's her. So she's acknowledging her, and rest in peace to her. Okay, let's move along. I want to be respectful. I don't never like to disrespect nobody like that when they pass away. All right, so let's get into this next topic with K. Michelle, child. Reading, she's still reading folk down. She's coming for Rashida. You guys know K. Michelle and Rashida don't see it for each other on any level. All right, ever since they were on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and got into a physical altercation where a candle was thrown at Rashida by way of K. Michelle. K. Michelle threw a candle at Rashida, and they almost got into a physical scuffle. If it wasn't for production standing in between the two of them and pulling Rashida back, they would have gotten into a physical fight. But it still sounds like they still have some mess going, because Real Housewives of Atlanta's K. Michelle says that Rashida is facing her karma after dismissing her abuse claims. Y'all remember when K. Michelle was saying that she was abused by her ex-boyfriend and how he treated her and messed up her record deal and all of that. Said that points to an alleged abuse in stepdaughter's relationship before boyfriend's death. So you guys remember that whole situation where Rashida's son pow-powed her Kurt's daughter's boyfriend at the time, who was said to be abusing her. So K. Michelle says that this is Rashida's karma for the way she treated her whenever she came forward to talk about her own abuse from her ex-boyfriend. So let's get into what she had to say.
Did you ever text Robin Dixon a photo of Barilla and say even she's more famous than you?
No, no one cares about Robin Dixon, because literally, when I have a problem with somebody, I put them on stage and then I make a song about them in my concert.
Like Rashida, why you do little Rashida like that?
I didn't do that.
Now you got all these people singing this song.
No, but through this whole thing, I never condoned it, or I never laughed at it. I never did anything bad to Rashida. If you tell a woman she wasn't abused, now you sitting on TV yesterday. How you sitting on TV crying because you want somebody to have the support of your stepchild because she was abused, and you want to sit up here and you gonna go off on me? Y'all made Atlanta hard for me. That's another thing I'm going through. The fact that I never got a fair shot in Atlanta, Jason. It was always elitist. It was always mean girl. Them people never accepted me, and she was wrong for that. So she dealing with it, but I ain't gonna go add to what was wrong.
Do you think the karma is when she trivialized your experience that she and her family went through the same thing?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That is the karma. You sat up there, y'all would tell people not to do my hair in Atlanta. Y'all would tell them, y'all bullied me so bad in Atlanta. I didn't even I've always been labeled aggressive, angry. I didn't even get to come in peace. Y'all told people not to curl my hair. Y'all blocked everything for me because of what a man did to me. Y'all was the girls and y'all did that. Y'all can still have them slumber parties and dress up, but you is not them girls. You literally got everything. Y'all up here fighting. Y'all had to do it for you. I did everything on my own. You went and did all of that. But guess what? I'm still gonna be me. I'm still gonna hold that Bible, and I'm still gonna tell you run up and get done up.
Did you ever text?
Well, she is from Memphis. I mean, shit. Man, K. Michelle, she's that type. I don't know what her sign is, but baby, she has held on to whatever vitriol she has for Rashida. And anytime she speak on Rashida, she always gonna read her ass down. So I respect it. Rashida, if she throwing subliminals and saying little shit, hey, K. Michelle has every single right to clap back and say what she has to say. So it's mutual combat, it looks like to me. But she said, hey, I don't have no damn, I don't give a hot damn about what happened over there. I don't have no sympathy because y'all don't have no sympathy for me. When I was on TV crying about a nigga going upside my head and knocking me between the wash and dry and the third drawer to the damn left, y'all didn't give a hot damn about me. So why I'm gonna sit up here and cry and be sympathetic towards you? I mean, and she don't have to be. She doesn't have to be. It's not her family. That's not somebody that she knows or cares about. But bottom line is, K. Michelle was sharing her story about being abused by ex-boyfriend, and Rashida just right out of her mouth, I don't believe it happened. I don't believe this person did that to you. Well, you weren't there. So if she's crying, obviously it's coming from a place of pain. So as a woman, be sympathetic and be supportive if you say you're her friend, but because you want to side with the abuser, which I think is the dumbest shit ever, at least show her some grace, at least be sympathetic. But because you did it, now she's like, bitch, I have nothing for you. And I respect it. Shit, I'm that way too. Don't be asking me to show no sympathy for your ass when you show none for me. All right, so let's continue on. This is almost the last topic. We got one more after this. Let's get into this Bell Collective. All right, shout out to the 300. Y'all in here today. Shout out to the 300 watching. Shout out to Love and Marriage Huntsville. They said that we celebrate all the bells. So here's a scene with Latrice and Stormy. Let's get into this because this just dropped 2 minutes ago.
You know, they don't understand our culture, our music. So everything is like so taboo to them.
I get we in the South, but for us to be so not far past that is crazy. Even for me to be the first, not Black woman, not just first, period, to have a $1 million live stream in the United States, you would think it would be more celebrated. But I've learned early on that I wasn't supposed to be the face.
Oh, girl, that brought chills to me.
But I always focus on the doors and opportunities that come to me because of the work that we do and people who notice it. That
girl,
take up more than enough space, okay?
You know, they don't understand our culture.
So the two of them have like a little moment on the show. So it looks like Stormy may be making an appearance on Bell Collective, or maybe Latrice heading over to Bell Collective with Stormy. I don't know who's going to be on whose show, but it looks like the two of them will be filming a filming a scene together. So that could be good, right? Because y'all know they do share platforms. They do jump platforms. Even Martell is going to be on the new Bell Collective with Stormy over there as well. I don't know why Carlos keep giving him a platform because the nigga really don't have shit going on. But shout out to them too. Stormy is a businesswoman, and so is Latrice. They are good friends, okay? They've been friends for years, so it's no coinky dink that they would film a scene together. So shout out to them. Moving on. All right, so this is my last and final topic because I gotta go so I can prepare for my 11:30 meeting coming up. All right, so congratulations are in order. Let me take this down so we see. All right, so congratulations are in order from Miss Selena from Bell Collective. She has now tied the knot. This past Saturday, she and her man got married, okay? So she put up a post, and this kind of co-signs it by saying that we're so grateful for everyone who celebrated such a joyous occasion with us on Saturday. It was truly special. She says, we kindly ask that no photos or videos be posted of us until we get the opportunity to share our official wedding images. So she says right here, wedding images. So that means they did. So this past Saturday, you guys, they got married. Selena is married again. Y'all know the last time she was married to JJ. That was her ex-husband who she has her children with, who were also on the show Bring It, okay? Well, the Dancing Dolls, her daughters were part of the show with the Dancing Dolls. So she and JJ are no longer married because he's now married to Sophia, aka So Gucci. But Selena has found love again, and she has officially gotten married this past Saturday. She says, if you've already posted, we respectfully ask to archive them until then. That's respectful. If you go to someone's wedding, a lot of times they don't even let you take cell phones in now, okay? If you go into a nice classy wedding, they'll ask that you don't bring your cell phone in because they want to share their pictures first. They want to be the first to post their pictures because the first thing people want to do in a joyous occasion like that is pick up their phone video, take tons of pictures and post it to their social media. But respectfully, you want to allow the person who's getting married to post the pictures they want people to see first, and then you can post pictures. Right, she did get married to Mac. She and Mike got married this past Saturday, okay? She says, thank you for your love and for honoring our wishes with a heart. So shout out to Selena, okay? She and Mike have tied the knot officially. Y'all have seen him since last season on Bell Collective. And I'm happy for her. She's still grieving her son who was unalived. And he's been there for her through that situation. And I'm happy that she found love again because she's been single for quite a bit. But she is now married again. So shout out to Selena for her wedding this past Saturday. Okay, that's all we got, guys. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Right. Congratulations, honey. I like Selena. I love me some Selena. Y'all know Selena also used to date, and I put it in the chat yesterday for y'all that didn't know. Y'all know Selena also used to date Latrice's husband. What's his name? I like to call him Ernie and Bird. Cliff. Y'all know Cliff Rogers, which is Latrice from Bell Collective. She also used to date Cliff. Did y'all know that? And now it's crazy how Selena and Latrice are like best friends. So y'all sharing like stories with Cliff. I can't imagine. Cliff looking at Cliff just, I don't know. There's something about Cliff. I don't see him as being fine. He just give nasty, irritating sugar daddy. That's what it gives me, right? But yeah, so shout out again to Selena. Let's get out of here, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining the show. Right, yeah. Thank y'all for joining the show. Thank you to my Top Flight mods, True TV Podcast, Rose Armstead and Tiffany Thomas. Thank y'all for doing an awesome job, okay? To all of my content creators who joined us live as well, Astute Queen B, Black Women in the Building, Miss Dee Dee, Simple Mom Family TV, Marcella, if you stop by, thank you, Miss Jonetta Speaks, JCD Creation, Shay P, Shay Renee, Queen Speaks TV, Deary Talk, I think I saw her in here, Just a T, please, and Brits Block, if you stop by here. Thank you, Brits Block, for stopping by yesterday. I saw her at the tail end of the show when she popped in. So shout out to Brits Block for stopping in, okay? Love you guys down. Hold on. Since we're talking about Brits Block, we haven't played this song in quite a while. Shout out to Brits Block. She made us a song for our channel, and we'll go ahead and play it now on our way out. So love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful Thursday. I will be back with more news that I know you guys can use. All right. Bye. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Hey. Yeah. You already know what time it is. It's your girl. Caramel. Let them know. Yeah, you know it's your girl Caramel. Yeah, you know it's your girl Caramel. Stay coming through, giving all the people hell. She got the dopest type of tea, can't you tell? If you want the real spill, ring that bell. Join the Caramelian crew right now. Whole squad lit, we don't back down. Kick back, relax, enjoy the show. But hit that like button dope. Stepping in the room, whole vibe shift quick. Pressure on 10, yeah, the tea stay thick. No cap, no filter, straight facts I spit. If it's hot in the streets, I'm addressing it. Caramel dripping, sweet but savage. Mic in my hand, I do real damage. Comment section jumping, crew stay active. Caramelian gang interactive. I don't sugarcoat, I tell lies. Real recognize, real every time I slide. If the drama too loud, I ain't amplified. Cause you know that she's a vibe, certified. Yeah, you know it's your girl Caramel. Stay coming through, giving all the people hell. She got the dopest type in tea, can't you tell? If you want the real spill, ring that bell. Join the Caramelian crew right now. Whole squad lit, we don't back down. Kick back, relax, enjoy the show. But hit that like button though. Like, coming, subscribe. We outside. Like, coming, subscribe. We outside. Caramelian crew worldwide. Turn the volume up real loud. She a whole mood, no doubt. Yeah. It's your girl, Caramel. Stay vibing, stay subscribed. Let them know.
Thank y'all.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push 'em out.